Hey everybody, another video here. This one's gonna look at how I did the interior cabinets, which took forever. I was lucky, my dad is a cabinet maker by trade, and so he has a factory and he has a knowledge of how to build cabinetry. So I was lucky in that aspect. But I do think it's achievable for someone without a great knowledge of woodwork to be able to do something pretty similar. So I'll run you through what we've done in as much detail as I can, and well, we'll just kind of tackle it as we go. So here's the kind of finished product. This is just a board that's waiting to go in on the side door. So we've got a traditional layout with the cupboards down the driver's side, window above the hob, which I would recommend so that when you're cooking the smells go out, and a cupboard, a large cupboard in the back, and then the rock and roll bed, or what we've made is almost like a three-piece pull-out bed. It's not a traditional rock and roll bed. I'll detail how we went into that in a separate video. But just sticking with the cabinets down that side, we decided to make it out of maple veneered MDF with a 4 centimeter thick oak work surface, which was just an offcut that my dad had, and so we shaped it into a work surface, and we tried to cut it as neatly as possible around here. It looks beautiful. And then we've inlaid the sink hob in there as well. You see if someone's left a Brillo pad since we last went out. But there you are, it looks awesome. Super happy with it. So to do this, we had to start off because we were doing this from scratch, we had to make specific templates, and we started with the back cupboard. So you see this, where the speaker is inlaid and all the switches. We started by creating a template, a long template stretching from the floor right up to the ceiling in cardboard, and then we had to do a separate one for the back panel, which I'll try and show you there. And we cut both of those out. Once we'd got the nice cardboard template, we then cut those out in the actual maple MDF. And it's important to get it as you need to do that template because, well, particularly with our van, the inside paneling and the ceiling I changed slightly, so I cut all the paneling out myself, and so it's a kind of a bespoke fit. So if we'd have gone to a website, I think I was looking at Evo Motion, they were doing the inside cabinets for about £2,000+ but it's never going to be an exact fit with that. It's going to be close but not absolutely perfect. So in our case, because we were making it from scratch, we had to do templates. Once we got that, we started to build the cabinets, and we decided that instead of having an opening door, we'd have a tambour roller shutter. When the bed's down, you can get access to this easily, but that just rolls up really nicely and then back down. Because we were saving money on the actual cabinets, we spent a little bit more money on that tambour roller shutter. But I really like the look of that, and it's a nice way of saving a bit of space. And then we've just got this section up here where you can put shoes and blankets, towels, whatever. We've inlaid a few switches, so I'll run you through what we've got with the switches. We've got a voltmeter here, which I initially thought was going to show me a battery level. It didn't, so I need to change that. A cigarette lighter socket, in case we need something to plug into there. We've got 2 USB ports, I bought all these from Travel Vaults online. We've got some spare switches, we've got some other switches here, we've got lights, inlaid lights, so you can see that. We've got a pump, which should work. There's no water in it at the moment. And then we've got some 240 volts mains power sockets. So these are all 12 volts along this line, and this line that's coming from my leisure battery. I don't actually have an ability to take mains power and run these sockets in an alternative circuit. So I've got 12 volt sockets here, and then these are 240 volts. Indirectly, I do have the ability to almost indirectly use 240 volts. So I've got the 240 volts coming in through my mains hookup through the front of the van. That's wired in underneath the dash, underneath all the front kind of cockpit, and then underneath the front seat, and then that's supplying a battery charger which is underneath the seat. So whilst I'm at a campsite, I can be using the leisure battery, but I'm kind of safe in the knowledge that I've got 240 volts charging it constantly. Ideally, I would have had an ability to swap everything to 240 volts, but that was just a little bit more expensive. So hopefully this is going to be satisfactory. I'll keep going. Let's show you some of the cupboards. So I've got a Waco CRX 50 fridge. Which way have I decided to open it? Here. So we've got a nice fridge there, fits perfectly. We went for, it comes with a mounting frame, or you can order a separate mounting frame, and I decided not to go for that, and we made the cabinet perfectly to fit it instead, but you can mount it within a frame. Then we've got a drawer here, and I've just put like a little nodule on this side in here that stops it from coming out, but now we've got, I've pulled that out, you can see inside we've got some plates and some towels, scrubbing brushes, all sorts, and then I just lock that back up like that, and then it won't move. So when we're driving around, it's not rattling out. What else can I show you? We've got a few cupboards here. So these are all push cupboards. So you can see here it's got this kind of push latch, and that clicks into place here. So we just go like that, and then it opens up. So the back of this cupboard, what have we got here? We've got this is just a spare water canister. We've got the electrics coming down that black pipe that's going towards my lights. This is the underneath of the sink where the wastewater drains down. And that's coming down the back and into here. I got these from CCC, not from CCC, from Toshore, and they fit perfectly, luckily. And it means I can just screw that blue top off and then take this, empty it, and then screw it back on. And then I've got my gas bottle down here, so you can see the gas bottle, I've strapped it up, and I've got a spare one.